Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is the upper tier. Of course, we were supposed to be going live tonight with our new show, Thursday Tier Talk, but we've had to postpone it for a night because between YouTube and StreamYard, they're not behaving themselves. But we will be back tomorrow night, Friday. We have a few giveaways to do as well, and we will be back with the first Thursday Tier Talk on a Friday. No different to our Monday mashup that goes out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but on the plus side, let's think about this. It's Friday night. We're going to be live. Lads can sit down on the gaff, have a little glass of something red or a little pint of something black, and chill out and join in the chat. Have a bit of a yap, maybe win a prize or two, and tell us numpties that we know nothing about football. Have to be golden
Give us
for
a
them.
terrible time, yeah, absolutely, spot on.
Death. Give us death. Yeah.
We'll eat it up. But tonight we're going to do a different one. Tonight we spoke about a show already.
Let's be honest, there's not a lot we don't eat up.
No, absolutely not. Eaters of worlds. But tonight we're going to do a different, we're going to bring you a bonus show anyway, where we're going to do a Premier League Predictor show. And we're going to have a look at the top 6 teams. We're going to have a look at their fixtures. And we're going to try and predict what the top 6 is going to look like in the Premier League. Now, I preface this by saying we're only using the top 6 teams. So we know that an Aston Villa or a Newcastle or a Leicester or someone like that could come out of nowhere, win their first 10 games and be top of the league or whatever it is. But for the purposes of this, we couldn't do all 20 teams or we'd be here for about 4 or 5 hours. So let's get into this. Of course,
let's be honest, there's no Southampton fans. So, I mean, what's the point in doing their games? I mean, who's going to watch the bleeding show?
There's a lot of Irish Southampton fans now.
No, there's not. Stop the lights, will you?
Think about it.
No.
We only spoke about it on the transfer show.
Yeah, but we're not all walking around in Saints jerseys. You know what I mean? Now, the one thing I will tell you is I have a friend of mine. If he's listening, Bobby lives down on the south coast. He's just from down the road down Raheny. And Bobby's actually a season ticket holder at St. Mary's.
Bobby needs to come on the show.
Bobby has 2 nights. Well, he's a big United fan, Bobby. And he's got 2 seats in the front row, right beside the touchline, the halfway line. So we might try and procure, Bobby, if you're listening, we might try and procure those tickets off you at some stage this season, and we'll go over and be honorary Saints fans. We could do an away day trip, myself and yourself, now that I get on planes and all that, and we could go and watch you and Gavin Bazunu make a Southampton bow or something like that. What do you think of that?
And our main man, James Ward-Prowse.
Absolutely, yeah.
Assuming he's still there.
I think he'll still be there. I have to be honest.
Too. Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's a lifer. I think he's like Matt Letizia, except people like him.
like Gabby Agbon-Lahore, but again, more likeable, obviously.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into this. This is what we're going to be looking at. So let's
just me, and I just have to ask this question. And please feel free to write in the comments below. Is Gabby Agbon-Lahore one of the ugliest people you've ever seen in your whole entire life? Why did he look like a potato? Why did it look like his head was a potato on sideways? What was that about? Man, he was a mutant. God bless him. He didn't do any competitions, did he? Oh, Gabby. Jesus.
Poor Gabby.
It just came to me. Yeah.
Right, let's take a look at this.
He was lightning quick and was like the worst finish you've ever seen. He made Andy Cole look good.
Right, so if you're tuning in and you're viewing it, and you should be, of course, we want to see you hitting that like, subscribe, and bell notification button. Really, really important that we keep on smashing up the likes, subscribes, and the bell notification button so you're up to date with all the content that we drop on a daily basis. Again, if your team is up there, you're a fan of one of the top 6, drop your predictions down in the comments and let us know what you think. We'll be giving our predictions. No doubt they won't match, but we'll have a bit of fun on the way doing it.
Here's an interesting question before we go any further. Of those 6 teams, which of those clubs has the smallest following here in Ireland? Now, obviously, United and Liverpool are the big 2. Yeah. I think Chelsea are reasonably big. I think then it could be a toss-up between Arsenal, Spurs, and City. What would you think?
It's definitely not Arsenal. Arsenal would have a big Irish following.
Arsenal. So we're between Spurs and City for the. So what's that? 1st and 4th in the league table.
Yeah. If I was putting a wager on, I would probably think Man City. Because if you
Yeah,
think about how long we've been doing the podcast and how
yeah.
difficult it is to track down Man City fans, we did have Wayne on originally. But he was literally the only one that we could find in terms of a Man City fan coming on the podcast on a regular basis and contributing to it. I'm not too sure. Spurs, um, I'm not too sure. They'd probably have.
Notice, and you know what? I would probably say actually, Leeds would have a much bigger Irish following than City or Spurs there.
Leeds would probably have a bigger following in Ireland than maybe some of the others as well. Leeds would have a huge
Possibly.
Irish following,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But yeah, let us know in the comments if you're on here and you're part of an Irish supporters club for the likes of Spurs or Man City. Let us know if we're wrong and let us know what you think on that question. Great
And
question,
let us
actually.
know if you all meet in a garden shed.
Yeah. You're on
I'm
fire
having one of
tonight,
those.
aren't you? You're on fire
I am
tonight.
having one of those. I went to the movies earlier with the wife. We watched Jurassic Park, and she laughed for the whole movie because apparently I was so funny with what I was saying. I don't know, just one of them days, isn't it?
I'll tell you, I can't wait to see your predictions. So,
Yeah, here
right,
we go.
let's get into this then. Let's start. We're going to start with, of course, the champions, Man City. Nowhere
Yeah,
else to start, right? So we're going to
no.
start with then. Let's run down through their fixtures quickly. So, right, West Ham away. All you need to tell me is win, lose, or draw, and we'll put the points down. I'm going old school here. I got the page and I got the pen, so we'll know what way it's going to run.
Have you got the calculator to add up the numbers at the end, though?
I'll figure that out in my mind as I go along.
Okay.
I think I can manage 3 10s.
Okay. Yeah. I think West Ham's a tough one. I'm going to say draw.
Okay, so you're going for a point there. I actually thought that as well, believe it or not. I'm going to agree with you. And the reason I'm thinking about that is I'm thinking cold out of the blocks, tough trip away.
Absolutely. You know that Olympic Stadium's not a nice place to go. Liverpool know that very, very well. West Ham
and
will probably feel like the next
Will
City.
Haaland come out of the block straight away? You know,
Yeah,
so
will he be fit? Because he's had quite a number of fitness issues. This kid,
yeah,
he's missed as many games for Dortmund as he's played, I suppose. But I would say West Ham will probably have it in their nose for City a little bit because they probably should have turned them over towards the end of the season. City got out of jail, didn't he? So yeah, listen, I'm going to say a point there.
yeah. Let's run down through the others. Then Bournemouth at home,
3 points.
3 points. Same.
Yeah,
Newcastle away.
3 points. I think it'll be a decent game, but I think traditionally City do well up there. So I'm going to say 3.
Yeah. Crystal Palace at home.
1.
1.
Yeah, Palace
Interesting.
are a sticky team. Palace have beaten City at that empty head a couple of times in the last 4 or 5 years. And they don't seem to come
Did
in.
they beat them or draw with them this year? Didn't they?
I
Man
couldn't
City
tell you
went down to
offhand.
9 men. Did Man City go down to 9 or 10 men in that game? Didn't they have a
I'm on
sending off?
I'm on my summer duties at this stage, so I'm not really as plugged in as I usually am.
I think they did. I
But you
think
might
Palace
be
either
right.
beat them or drew with them. I think City
Yeah,
went
and
down to 10
if we
men.
remember, I think it was 2 years ago. Didn't the boy that used to play for Spurs, Andros Townsend, got goal of the season away against City? Remember the winner, the 3-2.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
I fancy Palace to get something out of
Okay.
that.
Nottingham Forest at home.
3 points.
3 points. Yeah. Thought you were going to put on your championship badge there. Aston Villa away.
No points.
Villa to beat them. Wow.
Villa will be the first team to beat City. That's my prediction. There you
Wow.
go.
Interesting. There's a prelude for beat the bookie that week, huh?
There you go.
I'm going to go with City 3 points. Tottenham at home.
Point.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wolves away.
3 points.
3, yeah. 3. Man United at home.
Point. Yeah.
The Ten Hag era has begun. And Southampton at home.
3 points.
3 points. That's a sticky start for City, isn't it? You're calling 4 draws on a defeat in the first 10 games. Wow.
Three draws on a defeat now.
No,
Thought it
you've
was
got
3.
it. No,
West
you've
Ham,
got West Ham,
Palace, Tottenham,
Palace.
United. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, yep, yeah,
You're right.
4 draws. So
So you're
you've
talking
got a
about
total
19 out of a possible 30. Is that right?
11. Yeah, 19 out of a possible 30, and I've got 3. Have I?
You got
No,
3
I've got
draws and 7 wins, have you?
No, I've got 2 draws. So I've got 28. Sorry, I've got 26. I've got 2 draws. My 2 draws are West Ham and Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going for, and I'm going maximum points in the rest. So Man City, you're thinking 19, I'm thinking 26. Let's move on then. Liverpool. Interesting now, this should be. I'm going 30 points. No, I'm not.
I was
Fulham
like,
away.
well, let's be honest. That wouldn't shock me for you to have 30 points there. Let's be honest. For you to have 30 points for Liverpool and like A for United, that'll be.
I
That's where you'll probably
actually
be with it.
don't. I actually don't. I'm actually very different to that anyway. Right, let's kick off. Liverpool, Fulham away.
Fulham away.
Carvalho with a hat
Point.
trick. A
Point.
point.
Yeah, I think Mitrovic will cause you trouble.
Okay.
And that's not a very nice place to go.
Not straight out of the blocks.
No, I don't think any time of the year it's a nice place to go, if I'm honest with you. The fans are on top of the pitch there, Craven Cottage. You know, they're not necessarily overly boisterous, but they're right on top of it. I think Fulham will make it a bit ugly, won't they? They'll drag you into it.
I suppose if you're 6 or 7 games into the season and you're in your rhythm, it's a little bit easier maybe than if you're just coming
a
in
little bit easier.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Crystal Palace at home.
3 points.
3 points, yeah. Man United away.
Point.
Bournemouth at home.
3 points.
3 points. Newcastle at home.
3 points.
Everton away.
3 points.
Wolves at home.
3 points.
Chelsea away.
No points.
Okay, I went with the draw. Brighton at home.
3 points.
And Arsenal away.
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Right, I'm coming out with 28. I'm coming out with maximum points except Chelsea. A draw with Chelsea at the bridge is the only thing I can see there, right? You're coming out with 1, 4, 5, 11, 17, 21, aren't you?
21.
21.
Yeah.
You've got
21.
1, 2, 3 draws and 1 loss. That's what you're coming out. 21. Next up, Chelsea. So this should be interesting. Chelsea. So we've got Everton away.
3 points.
It's really difficult to judge this because of the signings and all, isn't it? We're so early in the transfer window
We're
as well.
So early. I mean? This is really something we should have done a week before. But maybe we'll have another go with this a week before, revisit it, and it's something we can reference about how and see the changes in our mind with the signings and with guys who we know are maybe who have played well in pre-season or guys maybe who have been injured and are out of the team and stuff like that. So
yeah,
let's do that the week. I mean, football kicks off on the 7th of August.
6th.
Let's do it. Let's. Oh yeah, we're on the Sunday. Sorry, that's when I think of the 7th. So let's do it. Let's do it that week, the Monday before. And we'll have a little look.
Yeah, that'd be a good Monday show, actually. Yeah, absolutely. So Tottenham at home.
Tottenham at home. No points.
I'm going to draw. Leeds away.
3 points.
Leicester at home.
3 points.
Yeah. Southampton away.
3 points.
West Ham at home.
1 point.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there. Fulham away.
3 points.
Liverpool at home. Well, we already said that, didn't we? What did you predict?
3 points. We did. Predict Chelsea. Or did I have the draw?
No, you had
No,
Chelsea.
I had Chelsea. Yeah, that's the first
You,
defeat of the season for Liverpool.
yeah, you Chelsea to win, so 3 points, and
Yeah.
I had the draw. So that's
Yeah.
the overlap there. Crystal Palace away.
Draw.
Okay. And Wolves at home.
3 points.
3 points.
Yeah.
So you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 17, 21. And I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I have 22. So pretty close on that one.
Pretty close.
Spurs.
Tottenham.
So Southampton at home.
3 points.
3 points. Chelsea away.
What did we say there? I think I said Spurs, didn't I? I said a
you
draw.
You said a Spurs win, and I said the draw. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Spurs there. Yeah, because I think Conte's going to come back to bite him on the arse.
Yeah, especially with the movement in the market at the moment. Any Wolves at home.
3 points.
3.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest away.
3 points.
3 points. West Ham away.
1 point.
Yeah, I have to agree there. Fulham at home.
3 points.
3 points. Man City away.
Did we say 1 earlier on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we both went for the draw.
Gone draw there, yeah.
So we have to stick with that then. Leicester at home.
3 points.
Arsenal away.
1 point.
On with the draw. And Brighton away.
1 point.
1 point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with 3 there. I'm a little bit concerned about Brighton. Are you? With the players they're selling?
I think the boy Bassoon is going to be a huge miss, isn't he?
I think so, yeah. And
In the middle
Cucurella.
there. If Cucurella goes, yeah. Listen, the only thing I would say in Brighton's defence is they've history for being able to replace players. You know? They seem to unearth plenty of little jagged-edged diamonds in the rough.
Interesting. We both ended up the same there with 22 points for Spurs.
I think Spurs will be right up there, I have to be honest.
I think so, yeah,
absolutely. I think Spurs are the only team in the first 10 games I think maybe unbeaten.
There's a shout. There is a
I think Conte is going to have them like absolutely bang at it, and I think they're gonna be really, really tight this season from a defensive point of view. And I think it'll be just about making sure that they can be offensive enough with using that defensive shape that they're going to play, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's where now and again maybe they won't, you know, like what happened kind of at Chelsea for Conte, when they won't be beaten very many times, but it'll be draws. I think that's how it'll work for them, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. They're talking about a lot of these formation changes and stuff like that. The talk is Spurs might go with a 4-3-3. That'd be very interesting now from Conte, wouldn't it?
There's no chance Spurs are going 4-3-3. Absolutely none.
That's the talk that's out there at the moment.
I'll call that bullshit right now. Not a chance.
We shall see.
When have you seen Antonio Conte play a 4-3-3?
No, I know.
Never,
that's why I was.
Ever.
I know. That's why I was shocked at it when I read it. Like,
they're buying the boy Jed Spence from Nottingham Forest. He's a right wing back. They're not buying him to play right back. Not a chance. I call bullshit on that. Not having it. Whoever's writing that shit, stop it. You're fucking lying. Stop that.
No, Arsenal, Crystal Palace away.
Point.
Again, this is a tough one, isn't it? Because like, unless they get a guy in up front, like, unless they land Jesus or something like that, like it's you went with a point there, did you?
Yeah, but yeah, but don't forget the one thing I will say about Jesus, the kid's work rate is phenomenal. He puts a shift in time and time and time again. From a finishing point of view, at times he's horrific,
Mm,
like horrific. At
yeah,
times he really struggled to score goals in that Manchester City team. Yes, he had a day where he banged 4 or 5 in, but don't forget the day he banged 4 or 5 in, he probably had 12 chances. And on other days, he had 2 or 3 chances, and he didn't hit a barn door with a banjo. So
struggled,
that's
struggled, struggled to score goals playing up the middle for Brazil,
at
near
right.
alone
So
Arsenal.
and they're playing against Bolivia and La Paz, and like they get 46 passes a minute. No,
Yeah,
I don't think he's necessarily the answer to their striking woes, shall we say.
mm,
I think if you're talking about himself playing through the middle, if you're talking about Saka, if you're talking about Rafinha, who's also been linked, if you're talking about the boy Vieira, Odegaard, some amazing players together. I don't know how they're all going to fit into the one system. And I still don't feel like they've answered the question of who's going to get them goals. I
there
personally
is.
think Eddie will get them a certain amount of goals,
Yeah,
and they will get a certain amount out of Jesus. But there's no here's what I will do, and I'm sure our friend Del Boy Gunner is listening,
mm,
and I will put down any amount of money that says Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus don't score 40 Premier League goals between them. That's 20 each.
no, you wouldn't expect that, but you'd expect them both to hit double figures,
And
wouldn't you?
that's
Where are you
yeah,
pitching
but
them,
like let's
around the
say they get
12 or
212.
14?
Let's say they both that's 30 goals. That's still miles off what they're gonna get. Now, yes, you're gonna have a Saka who gets 10. Yes, you might have a Rafinha gets 8 or 9. Yes, you might have an Odegaard gets a couple. You might have a Gabriel Martinelli. Again, provided he's fit. Kid, a great footballer. He's injured so often. He's not robust at all.
Mm,
They're gonna score goals, but I don't think I don't think they're gonna score as many as they'll need to get themselves in, let's say, the top 4 equation. Certainly not off
yeah.
the back of Jesus and Eddie Nketiah, you
I,
know?
I, I also don't see them signing Jesus and Rafinha. I don't see that happening.
Apparently, the two deals are being worked on simultaneously. There's a
Yeah.
big deal on the table for Jesus. And
Mm.
the issue with Rafinha is the fee with Leeds. So we shall
Yeah, but
see.
the fee
Something
is
to talk
way
about on our
off.
transfer show, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they offer 35 and they want 65 or something like that. It's way off. Um,
It's not unlike Arsenal, let's be honest. What was it? 40 million plus a pound for Suarez?
yeah.
So we know what they're
Look,
like in the market.
the way things panned out, we probably should have took it.
And here's the
um,
other thing. He wouldn't be that bad of a signing for them right now.
no, and they haven't had much luck when they've brought in a Suarez in the past. In fairness,
A spot in the box that would get them goals with the
yeah,
with the type of service he'll probably get could do a great job there and free. Don't have to shell out a penny.
yeah. I love when people say that. I don't think Anton's ever free, but they paid
Well,
5 million to Eddie and Kedia to sign back on.
and they gave him the number 14 shirt as well. I don't know which
Mm.
was worse.
Let's move on. Leicester at home.
Leicester at home. This is our Arsenal. A point.
Jesus, you're going in hard. Bournemouth away.
3 points.
Fulham at home.
3 points.
Aston Villa at home.
A point.
A point.
Are you
Man
ready for it?
United. Man
Are you ready for
United
it?
away. Yeah.
Nil point. Nil point.
Tumbleweed blowing through the chat at the moment.
They're getting their arses handed to them when they get to Old Trafford. Fact.
Everton at home.
3 points. They'll need it after we thump them.
Brentford away.
1 point.
Jesus. This is Arteta out area at the moment. Tottenham at home.
I think we had a point earlier, didn't we?
Did we? Hang on now, I'll just check.
Game number
we did,
9 on sports. Yeah, we had a point, yeah.
We both had a point each, yeah, absolutely. Right. And Liverpool at home. I think we had that one as well.
I think you're the points as well. Yeah, that's right. That is absolutely right.
You had a point and I had 3.
Yep.
There's no way I'm giving any points to Arsenal when it comes to Liverpool. So you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points you have for Arsenal. First 10 games. I have 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 22 I have.
You've got 22 points out of 30 for Arsenal.
I have a draw. I have a draw against Palace. I have a win against Leicester. I have a win against Bournemouth. I have a win against Fulham. I have a draw against Villa. I have a draw against United. I have a win against Everton. A win against Brentford. A draw against Tottenham. And
your maths isn't great.
Sorry, I'm wrong. I should have 0 against Liverpool, so take 3 off there. 19 I'm at, actually. Sorry.
Sounds a little more believable, if I'm honest. I was like 22. That's title winning shit.
I tell you one thing. I think most Arsenal fans in their first 10 games, if they got 19 points, I'd say they take the hand off you.
Would that not be a huge improvement on what they had last season?
Well, I have them down in the first 3 games for 7 points. First 3 games last season, they had 0 and they were rock bottom of the table going into the international break.
That's right.
So
I remember it well.
That's a massive improvement. Man United. Man United. This is going to be interesting. Right. Brighton at home.
A game which I will be at.
Nice.
Myself, Andrew, Brody, and my nephew Tiernan. The 4 of us are going. So
now, based on the last few times you've gone to Old Trafford, now be careful here now, because you are.
I've seen some great days at Old Trafford. We've had some tough times in recent history, but we will beat Brighton on the fourth day of the season with a home win. 3 points.
I'm going to go 3 points as well, only because I'm looking at the players that Brighton have lost as well, and I'm not too sure at this stage what they're going to get in. So I'm going 3 points based on what we know now. Brentford away.
No points.
Ooh. No points.
No points.
Liverpool at home. Now, what did we put that down for?
1 point.
You had 1 and I had 3.
You didn't have 3 for Liverpool, so you had none for United then.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Southampton away.
3 points.
Leicester away.
1 point.
1 point. Arsenal at home. We've had this already, haven't we?
3 points. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt.
So I have it here. You're going 3 points, and I went a point.
Absolutely.
Crystal Palace away.
Point.
I'm going to give you the win there. Leeds at home.
3 points.
3 points, yeah. 3 points. The way this is panning out, Leeds are going to be in trouble right from the get-go, aren't they? Man City away.
1 point.
I'm giving a win to City there. And Everton away.
3 points.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 19 points. All right? I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16.
So you think out of the top 6 there, we'll have the lowest points total?
16. What did I have? Yeah. Yeah, I have. And actually, I've actually
Listeners to the show won't be surprised at that.
Well, it's funny enough. It's interesting when you go down and you look at it because we both went for 3 points in the first game against Brighton, right? You went for no points against Brentford. I gave you a draw there, a point. You went for a point against Liverpool. I went for no points.
Yeah.
Right? Then you went for 3 points against Southampton. I gave you a point. We both went for a draw against Leicester. You went for a win against Arsenal. I went for a draw. Palace, you went for a draw.
We'll absolutely spit roast Arsenal. Fact.
You went for
at
a
me,
point.
Arsenal fans. Come at me.
Del Boy, get on here and sort him out. You went for a point against Crystal Palace. I gave you 3 points. I think you beat Palace. We both went for a Leeds win. You went for a Man City draw. I went for a loss, no points. And then we both went for a win against Everton. So although it seems low at 16 points, if you go down through it.
Well, it is low at 16. But
no, it is low at 16.
I think I called that on the Man City one. I think I called on the Man City one that you would have us with a very small amount of points. And in fairness to you, you followed through for me, pal. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you look at it, it wasn't true. It wasn't true. Like if you look at my thinking going down through it, I've differentiated with you on some games there, and I've given you points. Like I haven't been like rootless, or I want United at the bottom of the top 6 or something like that. That was not my thinking when you go down
do
through
have
this.
us bottom of the top 6.
But I do have you bottom of the top 6. But you can see where I've given you results where you haven't.
Yeah, but I've given me results where you haven't as well. So it's the same, that balances out. But you think we'll be bottom of the top 6 table after 10 games?
10 games in, yeah.
Okay.
I do, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
and how much would you be willing to wager on that?
I don't know. I'd have to talk to my consultant, Ian Kelly, who placed a few bets last season, who's now doubling up. So money generally doesn't change hands.
Well, we could always start looking around.
Hang on. Let's put something out there, right? Then let's do it this way, right?
Okay, go on.
What position do you think you'll be
in?
You've 19 there.
Yeah, so I think we'll be ahead of Arsenal.
So you reckon you'll be 5th and Arsenal will be 6th?
I think we'll be ahead of Arsenal. I'm not necessarily saying we'll be 5th. We're not counting in Leicester's, Newcastle's, Villa's, any of those teams. What I'm saying is, of the mini table that we have, I don't think we'll be bottom of it.
Okay.
So I'm only taking United, and I'm giving you 5 others.
Yeah, but you're asking me to confirm a position, but you won't confirm a position.
Oh, but I'm saying we won't be bottom of the 6. That's
Yeah, but then the odds are going in your favour because you've got 5 other opportunities, whereas I have to be bottom.
But you've got 5 teams in the bag here. And 5 teams like that finished ahead of us last season as well.
Yeah, but I've only got one position up for grabs here. I have to be in 6th. You can be 5th, 4th.
You only need
third,
you only
second,
need one team
first.
to be fit. Yeah.
I need all 5 teams to come through. You only need United to come through.
So who do you want? Do you want to pick one other than City and Liverpool?
In terms of what?
To go head to head with United.
To be above United. Pick any other team.
Any of the other than Spurs.
Oh.
Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs will be ahead of United after 10 games.
I probably think Spurs will as well myself now.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
That's a tough one to. I'll give you. I'll tell you what. Tell you what I'll give you, right? My nice guy, yeah?
Go on.
I'll give you Chelsea and Arsenal versus United. United have to be above both of them for me to win the bet.
Okay, I'll take that then. What are we betting?
Yeah. Loser, yeah, has to toddle on here in the other team's kit.
I was just going to straight up bet you a Macho King Funko Pop or something like that. Something you'd like to get, like. Right, let's look
loser has to toddle on here in the opposition's kit. So whether it's that Luis Diaz jersey behind you or whatever it is, I'll have to do a Monday mashup in the red of Liverpool, or you'll have to do a Monday mashup in the red of Manchester United. How about that one? There's a nice one. So now cash has to change hands. You get Chelsea and Arsenal, and I only get United.
Okay. I'm just trying to work out now how this table is going to look. Interesting. I only have points here, right? So I can't deal in goal difference for the same points.
Yeah, absolutely.
So some of them you can revert around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we'd all agree that Liverpool, City, and Spurs are going to be the top three, right? So what I'm saying is United will be the best of the rest.
That's not how your table works out.
That's what I'm going for.
But you want to know how your table works out based on your points tally?
Give or take.
It puts you as fifth, but it puts City fourth. It has Chelsea in third.
Listen, I'm going to go with my team. I'm giving you Chelsea and I'm giving you Arsenal.
Yeah, no. The bet is okay.
2.
The bet is fine. We're going with the bet. So that's how yours works out. Wait till I see how mine works out.
Come on, United. Do you have a preference? Like, would you prefer a red jersey or a blue one? Which one?
Have to be home
red. Away.
Couldn't wear the blue jersey.
Could wear the
has
away
to be
one.
red.
You know what I mean?
No, it has to be red.
Just throwing it out there, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like I can't root one out of pairs here, like, but you know, well, there's no problem, like. United. Imagine how you'll feel when you have to rock up onto that Monday mashup. And you know what we might do? You know, because it's that Monday mashup and you're wearing that United jersey, we might go live that night. We might go live so all our listeners and our subscribers can go in on you about how amazing you look in that United jersey and how maybe you've just come out of the closet in that United jersey.
Jesus Christ.
Baby.
Let's break down how the table's going to look after the first 10 games then. You're going to go in with Spurs top of the league, Liverpool second, then Chelsea, Man City. Again, the points are pretty close. They're spot on actually, so we don't know about goal difference, right? So you could interchange them. Mm-hmm. Man United and Arsenal. So you have yourselves in fifth, Arsenal in sixth. Chelsea and Man City can either swap and Spurs.
And now I've let my big fat mouth run off. I have to be able to cash this check that I've written with my gob.
Absolutely. So based on your picks tonight, you'd lose the bet. Think that Luis Diaz jersey would look lovely on you?
Don't think so.
We might have to move the camera back a bit so we get the full effect of the jersey now, you know?
Sure, we could do that. Yeah, look, I can sit back further. And
might have to go widescreen.
Yeah, no problem. Landscape, portrait, whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Not happening.
My one is working out at Liverpool, City, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal and United.
You've Liverpool top and United bottom. I am shocked at that, Noel. I am absolutely shocked at that. Listeners of the show will be surprised at that.
I don't think it's going to finish that way at the end of the season, but that's how I have it anyway. So but as you said, when we go back and revisit this in a couple of weeks, when the transfer window has taken more shape, let's say, I
Yes,
might
exactly.
have I might have a very different view on that.
You
Um,
might go back on it like and and be like, oh well, well, United have done a bit of business there, and Frankie De Jong and Christian Eriksen, the boy Pau Torres, and all to be a bit better now, and
it's going to take a lot more than Frankie De Jong to convince me on Man United, and I'm just putting that out there.
Frankie is gonna be big in the game for Man United. Big in the game.
Not if he's the only one that comes in.
There is there's more chance of you getting signed up than Frankie being the only one coming in. We'll have bare minimum 4. I would say it'll be a little bit closer to 6 though.
Signings.
Absolutely.
So you're expecting to see a minimum of 4 and potentially 6 new faces in the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're working on the deal for the Watford keeper at the minute, the Daniel Backman. He's going to come in place of Henderson. That's a signing. De Jong's a second one. Eriksen's a third one. The boy Anthony will come in. That's a fourth one. We'll buy a centre half. It might not. It might be Pau Torres. It might be Urian Timber. And I expect another 9 to come in from nowhere, possibly a striker. And we'll have 6. That's what I'm going with. You heard it here first.
Jesus, that's ambitious. Wow. That's a listen. That's a shout. Man United fans, get in the comments straight away. They're gonna be big and Darren up tonight if that's what happens. A lot of
Well, at the
reports.
minute,
Yeah.
they're all sitting their hands crossed because they're like, somebody do something. But I've faith. We've plenty of time. Like it only takes one door to open, a deal goes through, and all of a sudden things start rolling. And the domino effect that happens in the transfer window. That when like with Sadio Mane, you know, you get the Nunez comes in at Liverpool, Mane shifts out to Bayern, Lewandowski deal's almost done to Bayern, Frankie will have to come to Old Trafford. The whole merry-go-round starts going. Easy money.
I heard
6
every
in the
church.
door at Old Trafford.
I heard every church in Manchester has already ran out of candles. That's the talk.
That's only because the lads can't afford the lecky bills anymore. Fucking rates are astonishing. And we work. Imagine what it's like in Liverpool. Jesus,
Oh,
wept.
Jesus,
We
absolutely.
camping in the churches and all. Please, Father, please.
Well, anyway, folks, leave your picks down in the comments there. Let us know what you think of our predictor so far, and we will come back and revisit it once a few signings have happened in some of these mid-table teams.
We come
Um,
back on that Monday before the Saturday. That'd be a
yeah,
good time to come back.
yeah, absolutely,
Because at
yeah,
that stage, you'll have the bulk of the transfers done. You'll still have, odds and ends to come in, but you'll have
yeah.
a lot of stuff done by then.
It's interesting. There'll be still another month to go. Interesting, isn't it? Because it's not shut until September 1st, is it?
I thought there was a change in that.
No, as far as I know, it's September 1st.
Thought there was a change. I thought it was mid-August, which gave them the first 2 weeks in August, but
No,
I'm not 100% sure. So I will,
as far as I know, it's September 1.
through the wonders of modern technology,
Yeah.
let's check it out here. The window. Yeah, you're right. We'll close at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. on the 1st September.
We'll be suited and booted that day.
Goal toys at the ready.
We'll be getting ready to head off to Cardiff.
That's right, we will.
We've a big week that week.
Do we head in the first or do we head in the second? I think we head in the second. The window closed on the 1st. We head Friday morning the 2nd, and we're back Sunday evening the 4th.
Yeah. We might even be going.
I'm sure there'll be a little bit of podcasting going on while we're over there.
Yeah. We might even go and see Gareth Bale at Cardiff if rumours are to be believed.
Yeah, I won't be going to a Cardiff game. There's no point in me lying. It's not happening. If he was playing 9 holes of golf, I wouldn't go to see him. I will be in every figure shop this side of the Mississippi. Will be Jesus. There's the mascot. Mind your leg.
The mascot
Easy
has to
there,
come
Coda,
inside
will you?
there. What's wrong? She's after
Jesus.
getting a fright there. What's
Had
wrong?
now night terror. I'm a little bit worried. We had the kids. My kids are 5 and 7. Well, my 2 little ones are, and we had them at Jurassic Park earlier on. Jurassic World Dominion. We were with them, and they've seen all the movies, who are fine. But I'm kind of a little bit anxious now that maybe somebody might wake up in the middle of the night and go, "Holy shit, there's a dinosaur in my room," and I'll go, "No, there's not. Go back to sleep." But it might happen. You never know.
Yeah, he's after getting a bit of a jump there. Maybe I'm giving him too much cheese or something like that. He was asleep at my feet.
Maybe I'm giving him too much.
There you go. Those good night terrors. Well, listen, until next time, it's been a pleasure.
I know exactly what it was that woke him up. It was the thought in the United jersey. He was like, "Noel, don't do it. Oh, me heart, Noel, please."
Absolutely. His Liverpool jersey's hanging up there, actually. Until next time, folks, if you want to drop your predictions down in the comments, or if you want to contact us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll also get audio versions shown on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. And we will be back tomorrow night with our live show. Get ready for that. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be going in hard on the importance of jerseys. We're going to be talking about transfers. We're going to be talking about anything you want. You can bring it up in the chat there. We don't mind what it is. We have a list of topics there, but the topics are really going to be driven by you in the chat, so make sure you tune in. Until next time, my friend, a pleasure.
Take it easy, bro.